Hello. Good morning. Yes. Today is Friday. I think it's March 27th. I have the recorder on because I wanted to tape a thought up that I had as I was lying on the couch. I was thinking about, the last few tapes that I was watching was on, the universe and about consciousness that matter has consciousness, something to that effect, and that consciousness could form matter, could alter its shape. But as you know, I had I was raised most of my adult life as a Christian, and that the world was formed, including planet Earth, was formed in a blink of an eye, and 6 days later, people were made, and that all my problems, because that my ancestor ate of this tree that they didn't plant, that they didn't put there, but they're forever damned unless I come Savior to come in. And then later on they said that person who's to answer all their problems, Jesus. But I look up at the stars. The books I bought 2 books on the universe. They showed what planet Earth looks like and all the other planets of our solar system. But as you know, there are more than one star in the sky, and I have seen them. And then I know once in sometime in my life I saw they show what a galaxy looks like. But it doesn't even look real, But it's like in a spiral shape. But, and then it shows you where planet Earth was in relationship to everything. And then I started to have a different perspective on my life. I said, wow, I'm just, it seems so real, all these things, all this drama that happens in the country that I live in, and the world around me, all this fighting and, pestilence, but you think that's everything. That I was the center of everything. But when you see that perspective, you say, wow, you're just a little thing. Size doesn't equate significance, but it just puts things in perspective. And then, that now. Then I decided this is one of the key things I was thinking of that led me to put this tape on. I started thinking, I said, that we're a part of everything else, these recent videos that I was watching. But I really think that they're true. They're not just trying to sound spiritual, but just how everything's made, and it's a cloak. Now you have the earth, the planets and the sun, and it really represents like a nucleus and its electrons, right? Doesn't it? Like if the matter, like if you take an object, like a rock, or, what do you call it, the elements, H2O water. And the electrons and the protons. And don't they look like planets? And a sun? And if our bodies are made up of that, then our bodies in essence is like another little solar system. Got a whole bunch of solar systems to make this body. And then if we take, let's say, like when you look in these books, these astronomy books, not astrology, but astronomy books, there are more than one solar system. There's more than one galaxy. A galaxy is a cluster of stars. And then they showed a picture of a whole, like how we just, like if you go to some remote area and it's a clear night sky, you'll be able to see a lot of stars. You just see like little speckles of stars. But this big photo, it was clusters of galaxies, as countless like the stars that you see in the sky. Now, if everything is a building block of everything else, you know, we're part of it. We're not separate from it. Just like we're not separate from this planet. Like you're looking at the planet, we're down there. The little animals are down there. And they all have their part in this environment. And then the galaxies. These galaxies make up something else. Mostly it was countless galaxies. And so Jesus only went to one place. The Creator only made one place out of everything else. Just that. There's infinite galaxies. According to this book. You know, it was the, what do you call it, the Hubble? Space Hubble, I think it's called. It was countless. And then I bet all these are like confined in an area. And then those units are smaller units of something even bigger. Clusters of galaxies. So what is it making? An omnipotent Creator. We're all a part of everything else. All of us. And I'm wondering whether these galaxies, sub-galaxies, like we might just make up a little hangnail in the Creator's body. Everything is built up. Or we might be a part of the structure that makes up the toe, the big toe, or knee, or the eye, or the, you know what I'm saying? Because these things are building blocks of something else. And that's what they mean with the hologram. As I learned with one video, a hologram, you know, a man-made hologram, you take a chip off of that picture of the hologram, and then you view it, you enlarge it to so it looks like it's a miniature of the piece that it came out from. Isn't that something? We're a piece of it. It's a piece. And it can make a duplicate of itself, if it were possible. Because all the components are there of the whole piece that it came out from. Like what they call a stem cell, okay? In the early formation of life, there were what they call stem cells. And these stem cells could turn into anything. It could turn into a muscle, an organ like a heart or a liver or kidney, an eye. These are communicating, these cells, which is made up of atoms and electrons, communicate with each other. My body is communicating with each other outside of my, what you call consciousness. They communicate. It has a life of its own outside of what I'm thinking, what you call my mind. It's separate, but they're all working together to sustain this body, what I call my body. This is something else. This is something. Oh, so what was the thing I was coming out with the pieces? With the galaxies and that they combine to make something else. I think I might have hinted in part that how could Christianity be all that? How could it stand on its own? This paradise, this place, how does it fit in this galaxy? Or the multi-galaxies? How does it fit? Well, I remember that. I was thinking, like the tree. Yeah, so in part I hinted at it. Like, I was saying that, okay, we're part of that universe. You know, we make up a larger structure. I was thinking of a tree, a nice big oak tree. It's one tree. The tree has leaves, little buds, it has bark, it has wood, it has roots, it might have berries or fruits, but it's what we will all agree it's one tree, but many different parts. Wouldn't it be something if in the Garden of Eden, when it says, you know, about you have the choice, you know, either the tree of knowledge, of good and evil, or the tree of life? We are the tree of life. That's the key thing I want to make in this audio tape. We are the tree of life. We're part of it. We are the tree of life. And maybe the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. It's not just a tree of knowledge. It's a tree of knowledge of good and evil. Wanted us to not see that we really are part of a larger picture. We are the tree of life. We eat it. The tree of life, let's say we do that first. Well, you have no comparison. So maybe they just didn't want you to know you're part of the tree of life. And then the tree of the knowledge of good and evil is us fighting amongst ourselves for supremacy. We're fighting ourselves. We want to say that, hey, you're number one. Hey, I'm the main God. It seems like with these creation stories, and I'm briefly reading the Mesopotamian myths about creation. What do you hear in all of it? Everything has to do with warfare. They're called gods, but everything with these people are fighting each other. And that's not holy. I mean, I gotta look up what the word holy means. I was taught to me that holy was good. But these gods in these Mesopotamian mythologies, is nothing good about them. It's jealousy. It's what we act like. That we think we're better because we have something over someone else. Why even have a tree like those? Why do you put those trees up there? Knowledge of good and evil. Why even have that tree available to eat on? Why would we want to do something like that? Knowledge of good and evil. There's nothing good about these people. I wouldn't want to worship any of these deities. They have nothing to offer me. These gods are telling me that they control all these galaxies. They're countless. If they can control the galaxies, the infinite galaxies, wouldn't they be able to make their own goals or to get their own work done? They wouldn't even need these things. They don't need food. They don't need any food. What do they need food for? They're hungry? If they made it, with the blink of an eye, with the breath of his life, he'd be able to breathe in nutrients in his own body. Without even killing any animal or plant. The knowledge of good and evil. So the choice was, if you eat of the tree of life, okay, you'll live forever in that state. But if the tree of the knowledge of good and evil will get us in that spiral of disaster that you can't get out of. So maybe the good part of it is that you'll be enlightened. You'll learn eventually where you come out from. But the evil part is that you can't get out of that grind. That cesspool of death. It's like an endless cycle. Maybe that's where reincarnation comes in. That we eventually become aware of who we are, and then the bad side of it is that we die and then we forget, and we do this cycle all over again. That's something. We are a part of that tree. We're part of something large. We are the tree of life. Isn't that amazing? We are the tree of life. We are all little gods because we make up the whole big picture. And that whole big picture is infinite. I think this is a beautiful thing. So take care, and I hope you like this video.